Are you ready to witness the most intense and unforgiving format in chess? A knockout, where one mistake can send you home. This is the 2025 FIDE World Cup. From October 30th to November the 27th, the chess world gathers in Goa, India for 1 month of chess. 206 players, 8 single elimination rounds, with a $2 million prize fund. Every round is sophisticated. 2-game classical match, rapid and blitz tiebreaks, and even Armageddon if needed. For the top 3 finishers, the prize is even greater, a ticket to the 2026 Candidates Tournament. This is the chance to earn the right to fight for the World Championship. The FIDE World Cup 2025. Only the strongest will survive.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's time for one of the most grueling chess tournaments of the year, the FIDE World Cup. We've got a lot to discuss. We're going to start with the format, but can I just say, this tournament is hectic. Like, it's basically a month long, almost the entire of November, if not longer. It is a single knockout bracket, and it's got 206 players. 206 players in a single knockout. Imagine the FA Cup had 200 teams in it. Crazy, absolutely crazy. So we're going to go through it. We're going to start with what you kind of need to know. So if you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see on the screen. So everything you need to know. It's being held in India, in, I believe it's Goa or Goa, from October 31st. Technically not, it only starts on November 1st. To November 26th, and it is obviously a standard time control, classical time control. It's a knockout tournament, and there are 8 rounds. 2-game matches with tie breaks if needed. They play like rapid tie breaks. So basically, you have game 1, the next day you come back for game 2, and then if needed, the day after you play tie breaks. So your match is 3 days, and then you're straight after to the next round. Crazy time control. I think there's like only a couple rest days, if there are rest days. So the time control, it's 90 plus 30 with 30 minutes added after move 40. So quite a lengthy time control. Sometimes you just play 90 plus 30, but they are getting that 30 minutes of bonus time added after move 40. As I said, we've got 206 players. We've got a 12-year-old to a 60-something-year-old. The difference is insane. We've got, like 2700s, and we've got someone who's like 1900. So absolutely insane. The top 3 players qualify for the candidates? Maybe. There is one exception. Gukesh is the world champion. He is playing. So if he finishes top 3, the spot will go to 4th place. And we also have to talk about potentially a couple of other players who've already qualified for the candidates that might be playing this. And how where they finish might affect. In the grand scheme of things, probably it won't matter, but we have to talk about nonetheless. The prize fund, $2 million US, but everyone is there for the 3 candidate spots. And if you go further, there is prize money, so that's the prize pool. And then, of course, Magnus Carlsen won the 2023 FIDE World Cup. He's not here. He's not playing. Now, looking at the tournament bracket, as we have a lovely picture of Pragdan under there, it's 17 sections. Oh my gosh, why did it go to Vasily Ivanchuk? Okay. So section 1, oh my gosh, there are 17 sections. But in this first section that will leak into section 2 and so on and so on, we've got Gukesh. He's got a bye. The first game is against, players ranked 126 and like 129th. It's absolutely insane. I mean, you can see it on screen. I would read through all the names, but I don't even know all these players. I can tell you another 2 players who've got buys. That's Shant Sagari-san and Zhizhangxi Bu, or Bu Zhizhangxi from China. There are a couple of players who've got games, one of them being Frederick Svane, Orlando Husbands. It is Gurel, who has obviously made big waves at the FIDE Grand Swiss. And once again, I've gone to Vasily Ivanchuk. Round 2, we've got Yu Yangyi, who's got a bye. Nikita Vitikov, who's got a bye. He will play the winner of Stefan Salas Rojas and SLN Nagan. Nicholas Theodoro, after his fantastic performance at the FIDE Grand Swiss, gets a bye. Remember, they didn't just decide randomly who got byes. It was done by ranking, by where you were seeded. So normally the seedings are done in rating order. There was one exception. Gukesh, as the world champion, was made the top seed. He should have only been about the 5th or 6th seed. So that's how it was done. Yakivar Sandarov has got a bye. Shakriam Mamijarov has a bye. Grigory Oparin has got a bye. Pentala Hare Krishna has got a bye. I'm just looking for Etienne Bacro is playing someone. He's got a game. So, the guys who start in round 1, it is such a marathon for them. And I mean, some of these guys, they're only getting a bye into round 2. So they've still got to get through 7 matchups. It's absolutely ridiculous. Jordan van Forest, Alexei Sarana, and Notibek Abdusatorov all receive byes. Arturas Nixans, Gotham Chess's former coach, he's got a game. As does... Where is he? He's not on this page. I thought he was. Sorry about that. Wesley So has got a bye. Tai Dai Van Nugen has got a bye. Notibek Yakuboyev has got a bye. Where is he? Aryan Tari's got to play. Pranav V has got to play. 2 more notable players that have been around these super tournaments before. Awanda Liang has got to bye, but Max Vombodon must play. Ralph Mamedov has to play. Rasmus Vane has to play. Sorry, Ralph Mamedov has got to bye. Sorry. Facundo Vaquez. Rasmus Vane is playing Facundo Vaquez. Jan Nepomniachtchi's got a bye, so he is there. That is important. Laquan Liam has a bye. Arvandith Chitaratam has got a bye. Daniel Dek from Romania has got a bye. Jeffrey Shong is playing against Li Yeng. Where is she? She's not even here. Okay, sorry. Matthias Bilbom has got a bye. Ray Robson's got a bye into the second round. These are all notable players. David Anton must play David Silva from Albania. The lowest rated player, I think, is Boma Lovet Kinga. He's playing Alexander Danchenko, I believe. I'm not sure if he's the lowest rated player, but I think he is one. Anish Giri's got a bye. Pragnananda, of course, has a bye. He would be the top rated player, the top seed, and he will play the winner of Timo Kuboyev from Australia or New Zealand, and Jan Subenov from, I believe that's Slovakia. There is a South African there, Daniel Barish. He's playing Runak Swani, so I will definitely be covering that game. They are going to play the winners of Mohan Kavan and Robert Hosevaragan. Vladimir Musin, who of course is the world rapid champion, has got a bye. Daniel Dubov, who's playing, has got a bye. And we're only hitting section 10. I know this is repetitive, but I'm highlighting the important players. There are so many players, so many good players. It is a huge, huge bracket. Faustino Oro doesn't have a bye. If he wins his game, he will be playing Vidit Gujarati. Sam Shankland has got a bye, but he could be playing Vasily Ivanchuk, who has to play in the first round. I think Vasily Ivanchuk is the oldest player to be playing today. Leon Luke Mendonca has to play Wang Shibu, and Yagiz Khan Erdochmas has to play Nagi, someone from, I believe that's Angola. Ricard Reporter's got a bye, and he will be playing someone in the next round. Maxim Vachier-Lagrave, David Navarra, and Nihal Saran all receive byes as well. Vladislav Artemiev must play, though. So must Divya Deshmaku. She is the only female in the tournament. She is playing someone that she has beaten before, though. So she could win, and then she will have to play her country teammate Nihal Saran, which would be a fantastic game in round 2. Andrei Isapenko, who I also must apologize to after I accidentally said his name instead of Kryl Shevchenko in my video talking about Danya and Vladimir Kramnik and all those guys. So I owe him a little bit of an apology. He does have a bye, and he will be playing potentially Nejat Abbasov, who at the last World Cup was a huge sensation. He finished 4th place, scored himself a candidate's place. He didn't perform particularly well at the candidates, but he did all right. Murali Katik, I can't pronounce all these names. He's got a bye. Vincent Keimer has got a bye. As we keep going on to Section 13, huge tournament bracket. Wei has got a bye, as does Ivan Saric, as does Parham Maksudlu. He will be hoping to actually clinch the candidate spot this time after kind of messing it up at the FIDE Grand Swiss. Sam Sevian, Johann Sebastian Christensen, and Hans Moukniemen have all got byes. Hans Niemann, of course, if he wants to qualify for the candidates, it is here and it is now. He's got almost running out of chances. Levon Aronian, Amin Baidu Mishra, Vladimir Fedoseev, Radislav Votashek all receive byes. Salim Saleh has to play, I suppose. He's a player that I've heard of before, but a lot of really strong players. Kirill Aleshchenko has got a bye, as does Peter Leko, as does Arjun Erigaisi. I'm just looking in the matchups. I don't see anything in particular that catches the eye. Oh, there is one. Andy Woodward has to play against Himal Agusan. And I think that is it. 16 sections, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely huge tournament. Now, strictly speaking, if we're talking about favorites, I don't know who this tournament really favors. It is a single bracket elimination. So one mess up and you're out. One mess up and you're out, because these players know how to make draws. Most of them do. So it is really difficult. One mess up and you're out. There are lots of players missing. There is, of course, no Magnus Carlsen. There is no Hikaru Nakamura. There is no Fabiano Caruana. There is no... I don't think I saw him, no Anish Giri. He's already qualified for the candidates, though, so he doesn't need to put himself through this. If you go listen to Jan Krzysztof Duda, who won the 2021 edition, he says this broke him. Because he played so well, he beat Magnus Carlsen, he won the event. Magnus only finished third that year. And it just put so much pressure on him going into the candidates, it just melted him down. There are several 2,700 players who are not here. And now normally I would complain that weakens the field. The field is 206 players. It's not weak. There are only 3 spots left for the candidates, and that goes to the top 3 players. To try and predict is very hard. In theory, the final 2 players, according to seeding, would be Gukesh and Pragdananda. We might get Prague. He got to the final last year. And if Prague gets in, we need to talk it, because that's where he's going to get his candidate spot. And that leaves the FIDE circuit completely open, and we will have a discussion about the FIDE circuit at some point. But, and this is very important, if Prague wins, or if he qualifies top 3, he's going to leave a spot open in the FIDE circuit. And potentially the 4th or 5th person in that circuit will qualify for the candidates, which kind of breaks the system a little bit. Now, in terms of players who've already qualified for the candidates, we know Vincent Keimer has not. He just missed out by the barest of margins in the Grand Swiss. So he will be looking to qualify top 3, and that is something he very much can do. Parham Maksudlu was leading for a large portion of the FIDE Grand Swiss. He also will be looking to try and qualify, as will Nihal Saran. So too will Arjun Erigaisi. If you think of the players that we've already got, we've got Fabiano Caruana. We have got Matthias Blubom and Anish Giri. In all likelihood, Hikaru Nakamura will take the rating spot. Someone will qualify from the circuit. If Prague doesn't get top 3 here, it will be Pragdananda, Ramesh Babu. That leaves these 3 spots. This is the final chance for players to qualify for the candidates. Now, I always want the candidates to be strong. So ideally, I would just be like, the top 3 players from here who are not qualified, they go through. This bracket, and what I love about the circuit, and it's something that not everyone talks about, it encourages winning. You have to win. And when it comes candidates time, we don't want to see draws every round. We want to see everybody beating everybody else. And it being a violent contest to qualify to play the World Champion, who you have to beat at some point. So, Anish Giri despite what I said about him, won the FIDE Grand Swiss. Someone here is going to have to win. That someone could be Hans Niemann. He had a bit of a mixed tournament at in his most recent tournament, the US Chess Championships. Bit of a mixed tournament, but he did score some impressive wins, including the undefeated streak of Amin Baidu-Misha, who ended at 72 games. He is in the tournament and could restart his streak. We've got Yagiz Khan Erdoğmez, who's shown what he can do at the elite level. And if you get a kind enough draw, you could play some, I don't want to say some nobodies, but you could play players that are not 2700 up until probably round 3 or 4. And then only have to beat some like super GMs in the last 2 or 3 rounds, which he's capable of doing, which anybody's capable of doing. So it could be interesting. Will there be like an underdog story like a Najat Abbasov from last year? Given how seriously some players have to take this, I don't think so. If you think about it, maybe that's also the counterintuitive, where they're taking it so seriously that they play with too much risk. Arjun Erigaisi has to use this to qualify. Parham Maghsoodloo has to use this to qualify. If you're thinking of players who are playing it, I don't want to say just because out of obligation, how serious is Levon Aronian taking this? How serious is Maxime Vachier-Lagrave taking this? They could do well. If someone overpresses, they will win. But if someone presses them, will they defend with everything they have? It's a long tournament. And we've got to look at those last few rounds. That's when the upsets could actually happen. Upsets could happen through any round. But when you're looking at those, round 6, 7, 8. Please don't do this. Round, 7, 8 or so. How much will the fatigue of a month of classical chess hurt? So I don't know who my 3 favorites are. If I had to pick 3. If I had to pick my 3 favorites for the World Cup, it would probably be Praggnanandhaa, Arjun Erigaisi, and it's tough, Vincent Keimer. I think those would be my 3 favorites. But let me know your 3 favorites down below. And also, there is no Alireza Firouzja. He will not be playing this, and thus will not be qualifying to the FIDE candidates for 2026.
The most prestigious tournament in chess has come to India, the home of chess.
अरे यार
देगी
अरे क्यों चाल्यो घोड़ो
चेस खेल ये हमारा है। आओ दुनिया वालों ये वेलकम तुम्हारा है। अपना गेम भारी है, हैंडशेक की बारी है, अब इंडिया बोलेगा। It's your move, it's your move, गोवा कर रहा है वेट। It's your move, come don't be late। It's your move, ए तो तू खोल।
चतुरंग के सारे रंग सदियों से हैं अपने संग। शतरंज बिछता है हर आंगन, विश्व को दिया हमने विश्वनाथन।
डंका बजा है, गोवा सजा है, खेल जमेगा खूब। It's your move, हो न जाए चेकमेट। It's your move, चेक में भी होगा जस्ट। It's your move, गोवा कर रहा है वेट। It's your move, come don't be late। It's your move, esto todo। It's your move, 1 2 ढाई। It's your move, it's your move, it's your move, it's your move, it's your move।
The FIDE World Cup 2025, starting from 31st October to 27th November in Goa, India.
It's your move।